not sincere, but that
Cannon.
talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
Street dreamer, hood demeanor without the beam or the beamer. Flexing in the arena, John Cena, Muhammad Ali. Clash is crazy the way I sway from the clinkers. Fresher than the cleaners. Never trust a chick and I mean it, but in the bed she a demon. A wizard with the balls, no arenas. Put a genius on my penis. Clear a nigga thinking. Foot to the gravel, this the road, let's travel. Was ownership over money, your money in the barrel. Dummies in the barrel, shooting dummies from the barrel. See the sand point up, you stuck on the lights to notice in this scenario. Please follow the arrow, you niggas don't move me or improve me. Ignorance is the new cool now, you can lose me. Yeah, I'm original, what's up with all these auto copies? Barber bar shit on niggas, Mr. Porter Potty. Don't become on first 48, we don't report bodies. We abort in courts for hobbies. From the basement to the lobby, lobby to the penthouse. You niggas get sent off, my niggas get sent out. Running through checks while you niggas getting checked out. Why you niggas getting checked out? If you don't know where your bitch been, don't
Hold on. Thank y'all for pulling up.
You can't.
Thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for pulling up. It's gonna be a great show. Let's go. Let's
Wait
run
a
that back.
minute.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
street dreamer, hood demeanor without the beam or the beamer. Flexing in the arena, John Cena, Muhammad Ali. Clash is crazy the way I sway from the clinkers. Fresher than the cleaners. Never trust a chick and I mean it, but in the bed she a demon. A wizard with the balls, no arenas. Put a genius on my penis. Clear a nigga thinking. Foot to the gravel, this the road, let's travel. Was ownership over money, your money in the barrel. Dummies in the barrel, shooting dummies from the barrel. See the sand point up, you stuck on the lights to notice in this scenario. Please follow the arrow, you niggas don't move me or improve me. Ignorance is the new cool now, you can lose me. Yeah, I'm original, what's up with all these auto copies? Barber bar shit on niggas, Mr. Porter Potty. Don't become on first 48, we don't report bodies. We abort in courts for hobbies. From the basement to the lobby, lobby to the penthouse. You niggas get sent off, my niggas get sent out. Running through checks while you niggas getting checked out. Why you niggas getting checked out? If you don't know where your bitch been, don't try to kiss that. Cause 9 out of 10, I probably been with that. Big dude, big Jews, minus the 6-pack. Still move like them little dudes whenever I'm in that dally.
Already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is.
He coming with that heat.
You ain't playing no games. I see you in the chat. I see you in the chat.
Man,
Huh?
boy just went off.
What are we doing here?
Man,
What's
you ready,
going on,
boy?
Jack?
We ain't playing funny. That's
feel
money
me?
to me. I said, yo, we got some new heat coming
You
through.
feel me?
What's good?
There
Jack?
isn't
What's
enough
good,
cowbell in the music. You know, man, what's good, everybody, man? As y'all tune in, man, definitely hit the like button. Share the link out, man. Support the channel. We thank y'all for showing up and supporting every time we go live. Today we're just gonna have a general conversation. We're gonna do Q&As. If you guys have questions in the chat, we will answer them. We're just gonna talk game talk. It's a lot of stuff going on. And I just want us to just pull up. Let's chill. Let's have a general conversation about a little bit of everything that's going on. If you guys got questions, like I said, we will answer them. But it's been a lot going on. It's been a lot of narrative changing.
Man, a
on
lot
the
of
gaming
flip
scene.
flopping,
A lot of flip flopping.
a lot of pump faking.
I think Sony has finally showed their true colors.
Whoo.
It's been evident if you've been watching the landscape of the gaming industry and how it's been changing over the years. This stuff didn't just start to happen. This stuff
Come
has
on,
been
man.
in the books. And the only difference between the two is that Microsoft has been more upfront, more transparent, and more vocal about it. Ain't no need of lying about it. Ain't no need of holding it back from our fan base. Are we going to put our games on PC? Yes. Are we going to cloud? Yes. All that stuff. You know. And so here we are. Games as a service and things like that, subscription models, putting gamers at the center, being able to play your games without an Xbox or playing it wherever you want. Yes, we're going to be upfront with that. We're going to tell you upfront, and we're not going to lie to you. Ain't no need us to lie. You're going to figure it out anyway. And I think at this point with what's going on, especially with the last showcase and what Sony came out with them charts in terms of where they want to be by 2025 in terms of their first party output and what their main focus is going to be on. I mean, the transition is there. The transition is there. And I think some of us in the Xbox community been saying this for years, saying, look, Sony pretty much has the same model as Microsoft. You know, they might be less upfront about it.
Liars.
But, you know, it's the same. So before we get started, let me pull up the comments here. Let me shout you beautiful people out. Hope y'all had a great Memorial Day weekend. They got a lot of barbecue and stuff in. You know, so shout out to HB. What's good, HB? Always showing up. King Reaper 74G.
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, King Reaper, I gotta keep telling them they don't know what that 7-4 mean, man. 7-4G. It's a reason why that 7-4 before the G, my nigga. But they don't understand it though. Mozan Smeek, what's good, man? What's good, brother? Always showing up. Witness the truth. Say 2 hours later. 2 hours later, yeah, I had to dip off, run my daughter somewhere, man. And then who else we got here? We got Teddy Payne for me.
Teddy was good.
They said plenty of podcasts I can watch. Yes, sir.
Teddy was going off on the Rick show.
Ain't no RIP Xbox over here. You know what I'm saying? We
never
been.
Never
we
been.
feeling good. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I started Hogsworth Legacy.
Okay.
The Harry Potter joint. I'm gonna give y'all my perspective on that with my time with it. You know what I'm saying? I need to order me a motherfucking
a stick.
A stick, Joe. You feel me?
Woo.
I need a wizard coat. You feel me?
He said you be getting in your bag.
I want to do some magic. You feel me? That game is fire so far. Fire. Let me see here. Bria, what's up? What's good, Barrios?
What's going on?
Gorilla One. All my day ones. A1. Stand 10 toes down. Thank y'all. Enigmatic Dreams. What's good, Enigmatic? Who else? Who else?
What's good, bro? There you go with that
Bam Reacts, another A1 day one. You feel me? Real non-stop talent. Shout out to y'all. King Middleton. You know, King Middleton, you know what I'm saying? You sound like, you know what I'm saying, you come from one of those families, you feel me? King Middleton. Can I get a cup of tea? It should be a bit of hot. Just a bit of cup of tea with some bread. You feel me? Trey Mac Premieres, what's up? Post up, what's that tweet about? Everybody asking me what that tweet about. It ain't what you think, man. It ain't what you think. I might speak on it. I'm just falling back from some things. That's all. There's some weird shit going on right now, and I'm not gonna be a part of it. Thriller Ali, what's good, brother?
Thriller was good, Brody.
Thriller in Manila. Blase, what's good, brother?
That shit.
What we got here? We got must be holy. This brother, he must be holy. Let me tell you something, must be holy. As you partake in the chat, I need you to bless the chat, brother. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, One Punch Jet. I heard through the grapevine that PlayStation Showcase was dog shit. Heard it was so bad. Sony giving out Project Qs and PSVR2s for free. Wow. Trey Bone, what's good? Trey Bone,
what's good? Trey.
A1 Day One. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then we got two,
fuck
man.
Trey.
55. What's up? Then what else? Who we got? Lover God. What's good, Lover God? We want to thank all of y'all, man, for all constantly supporting the channel and things like that. It seems like you're hitting the like button and sharing it out and partaking in the conversation. It seems like every time we go live, I'm seeing new names in the chat, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, yep.
You feel me? Shout out to Iron Mike with the $2. God don't like ugly. Pony is down bad.
Some
Texas,
ugly
what's good? Texas,
What's
you
good?
feel me? Then who else we got here? Black Ronin 357. You feel me? You say fuck PSVR 2, fuck a Project Q, fuck a Sony 2. Bars. You feel me? That rhyme too. You feel me? Hey, y'all see what I'm doing here? You know what I'm saying? Don't be too loud. Y'all see what I'm doing. He ran with that too. Fuck a PSVR 2. Fuck a Project Q. Fuck a Sony 2. You feel me? That boy got a
Gen 1 too.
That boy got a 16 for somebody. That boy got a 16 for somebody. You feel me? As I say, thank y'all for showing up and showing out. Pack a pal. What's good, brother? Always showing up, Pack a pal. I was just in Discord setting up mods, and setting up the roles position as people join the Discord. Give them roles, the statesman role. I'm a the day one A1s that join the Discord. I'm gonna give y'all my roles and just let y'all go in there and kind of build the Discord out. And make it a place for you all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make it a place for you all where y'all could come in, where y'all can chat, y'all can have discussions, y'all can have debate, and don't have to worry about just being able to be open and free in terms of your opinion, whether you for or against something. So we just want the Discord to be a place where y'all can come in and chill.
You know what I'm saying? Documenting you and shit. You feel me? Like
you throwing shots already, man.
Absolutely, nigga.
And then also we're gonna become more active in the Discord. Like I said,
we're gonna keep it clean though.
You got I'm definitely gonna be in there streaming the fights that's coming up, especially the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. And a whole lot of plethora of other fights and stuff. So we could just be in the Discord and the voice chat chatting when we're not on the show. So make sure y'all, matter of fact, let me pull the Discord up. Let me drop the link. Make sure y'all join the Discord, man. And we're gonna get to it. And we're gonna have fun, man.
Yeah, I might have to start doing it, just jumping in there and going live.
Yeah, and then hold on, Moses and Smeek. I can give you a do I got a SoundCloud? That's my album. My last album I put out ain't active right now. I didn't renew my what's the name, but I'm working on a new project as well. So I'll send you a link to the SoundCloud. And I gotta change that Broadband Bullies. Had a Broadband Bully on SoundCloud music page, but I'm gonna change it to State of Gaming. Let me see, who is this? Salt Wagon. What's good, Salt Wagon? Coat talks over everyone. Shit is annoying. Igniting Dreams. Do you think the CMA has even more pressure on them now since the conflict of interest was exposed? Also, you think ABK deal will be done soon, like Packer said? I don't know. The last thing I heard about that was the CMA coming out saying they're going to defend their decision. In terms of that conflict of interest, I don't know if it's there, since the dude they saying that has the conflict of interest wasn't on that case, from my understanding. He wasn't on the ABK merger case. Now, him not being on that case, and still having power or seniority over that case to make a decision
Remains to be seen.
remains to be seen. And I don't know about that. And I don't want to put any allegations out there. But
What I heard is this the same one I've been hearing. He got a little, he a little biased, allegedly.
which one?
The buddy that used to work for Sony or something like that. I heard they were saying that on social media. I don't know if that was the person or not.
I don't know.
You're talking about. Okay.
I know that the guy that they're saying that's causing a conflict of interest, from my understanding, wasn't on the panel that overseen the ABK deal.
Okay.
I will say this though. I'm not gonna look. I want this deal to go through, but you know what I'm saying. But I can't just. I'm not gonna make any assumptions about it going through because I don't know, and I'm not finna go out on a ledge and say Microsoft finna win this appeal, and then they don't do it. Anything can happen, and given if you look at what IDOS put out, that breakdown in terms of the CMA. A lot of times when the cat remands something, it goes back to the CMA. And often in that case, the CMA double down on their decision. Unless the cat send it back to the CMA with some stipulations saying, look, if the cat send it back to the CMA saying, look, you're going to have to figure out a way or give them stipulations on stuff they can and can't do, in terms of finding a way for the deal to succeed, then yes. But I don't know, man. I want it to go through, but you know, it's a 50-50 chance. It could still go the same way that the CMA wants it. What comes from that, though? What comes from that? If the CMA denies it, do they be able to deny it on a global scale? I don't think so. I think it's a long shot for them to do that. And I don't think the cat will give the UK that much power to block a deal on a global scale instead of within their own market. Right? The CMA is trying to block it on the global scale, saying that us blocking the deal affects the deal on a global, that it can't succeed on a global scale, basically. I think that that goes out the window. I think hopefully that CMA is only given seniority over their own market. If they choose to continue to block in the UK, then that's where the carve out comes in. Because you look how small UK is, and you're trying to regulate on a global scale. You're trying to tell a country in another country that they can't operate on a global scale, and look how small you are. So I don't see that happening. I see that being secluded to the UK market alone and not on a global scale, which UK was on some BS with that anyway. Mm-hmm. And then if that does happen to where they say, well, okay, we're just going to block it in the UK, then that's where the carve out comes in and say, okay, we don't have to put Call of Duty games on Game Pass in your market. We don't even have to put them on cloud in your market, but we're going to put it everywhere else. We hope that's what's going to happen, you know. But I don't have a magic seeing glass or anything like that, and I'm going to see how all of this plays out. Let me see here. We got Game Trailers. What's good, Game Trailers? That's another bot. I'm telling y'all. Game Trailer is a super bot. Boy, you can't tell that brother nothing about it.
He be in his bag.
He be in his bag, brother. Let me tell you something. And then let me see here. We got that. And who else we got? Yeah, but that's how I look at that enigmatic. You know, I'm not gonna assume, I'm not gonna make assumptions, I'm not gonna say where the CMA we messed up that prior to the CMA decision, right? Everybody, look, the CMA gotta pass this. They ain't stupid, this and that. And then what they do? They came out and blocked that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Look, hey.
Yeah, this ain't it.
Hey, intergalactic Mr. Pimptivity. Ooh, look at this brother name. Look at, hey.
Oh, he next level pimping.
This nigga nigga universal pimping. Let me tell you something. This brother been pimping since pimping. This nigga pimping all across the galaxy with this name. This brother say intergalactic Mr. Pimptivity, brother.
I not only got it in the States, I got it on a global level. Like, what the fuck?
That brother say I've been pimping from here to the Andromeda star system, brother. I just left Orion, and I was pimping in the Orion system too, all across the Orion belt. Look at this brother with this name. I'm telling you, this brother got one of the dopest names I've seen in the chat so far. Yes, sir.
Like your dosage. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna assume, man. We said it was stupid for the CMA to block. It didn't make any sense prior to all that. Then they went dark on Microsoft for 2 weeks. The visit with Lena Khan and all this, and then they turned around and blocked. I don't know what Cat is going to do, and I don't know how this is going to go. I hope for the best, though. I hope for the best. But I don't think the UK has the power to block the deal on the global scale. I do believe they have the power to block it within their own market, but not on the global scale. Nick Matter said the real question is whether Microsoft finally stops playing nice with something. Yeah, I think
at this point you might need to. I'm just saying, me personally, at that point you might just be like, all right, it is what it is.
So I'll say if Microsoft removes a cloud option from the UK, then there's no case. Well, no, because the UK is they're trying to block it regardless. They on some bullshit, right? And right now, Microsoft can't offer no new remedies. They can't.
Whatever's on the table is on the table.
Whatever's on the table is on the table at this point. So Microsoft had to go in and defend. Now, depending on the CAT decision, if the CAT tells the CMA to go back to the table when Microsoft will work something out, then that's where they can start, I guess, offering new things and bring new things to the table. But we have to definitely see how it it plays out. And we're gonna get into that. I do want to talk about this though, because lately on as 100 would say on the interweb, you feel me? There's been a lot of flip-flopping going on in the community, right? Lots of flip-flopping, right?
A lot of pump faking.
A lot of pump faking.
A lot of denial. Go ahead and put that denial word out there.
Right. A lot of flip-flopping. It went from exclusives are everything. They make up the identity of a system to exclusives don't matter. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Exclusives no longer matter.
Man. I was looking back. I had to hold my chest on that one. I said,
let's kind of what my brother J Rock. J Rock been shout out to my brother J Rock. J Rock has been on air.
Oh, I gotta give it to him.
J Rock has been on a motherfucking tear. Okay?
That man is a legend. That man, he is legendary. When I say put foot on neck, that man he went crazy.
Let me tell you something.
Pettiness is strong with that man. And he been hitting the Twitter spaces up, man, putting belt to ass.
All right, so let me see this. Where is the well, you got people out here tearing up and crying, talking and blaming it on hay fever, all types of look, man. Look, man, we not
hay fever.
So let me bring this to light, because and shout out to Peter Ovo 08 on Twitter, man. He did bring this to light. Let's listen to this real quick, right? We're gonna do this. So let's do this.
I think good games are everything. What and if you're a fan of an ecosystem that thinks that, then what are you a fan of? It's about culture. And it's actually really important because it shows that the culture isn't bringing anything mega positive to their output. It makes you wonder why anyone would want them to buy Activision. It's kind of like we're losing. We're going to lose. We have competitors that are incredibly high quality, which he said, in Nintendo and in Sony. And it's just, we got to go in a different direction. And I think he's right about all of that, except for the fact that I think it all centers around awesome games. Imagine the situation Xbox would be in if they had The Last of Us, if they had God of War, if they had Horizon. That wouldn't change
all
anything. Are you kidding? That's what it comes all down to. It's like, how can you say something like that when if you transpose your entire catalog with your competitor and put that shit on Game Pass, you guys would be murdering them. This is a really important point. People are like, who cares? Xbox is making money and Microsoft's making more money than ever off them or whatever. And I'm like, guys, what are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the corporate health of a company, or are you rooting for video games to play?
A few moments later.
Who cares if a game's exclusive or not? I don't know why people are so obsessed with this. There were 34 games that are, like I said.
I'm with you on that. But
people are like, oh, who cares about Marathon if it's going to be on Xbox? Who cares about Assassin's Creed Mirage? Who cares about Alan?
My damn.
Who cares about Dragon's
Oh,
Dogma?
I
don't. I'm like,
my
I
God.
care who makes. I don't understand what this obsession is, where the game only matters if it comes from first or second party. And while I understand people being disappointed,
Listen to the passion you got now.
We good.
While I understand people being disappointed in that, Sony, and maybe it's just because I'm in the weeds and and I do this professionally, and so I have this stuff going through my head all the time. They are telling you what they're going to do, and then they do it, and then you're like,
you have
sucks.
people on the internet telling you to
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about this. Because we've been trying to tell y'all what Sony gonna do for years, and y'all called us delusional. Y'all said we didn't know what we was talking about.
It ain't sustainable.
Y'all told us that Sony didn't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sony didn't need to follow in Microsoft footsteps because they first party game sale, they got exclusives. Microsoft don't.
Well,
so now exclusives don't matter.
Don't matter.
And now y'all realizing what we've been telling y'all for years. Remember, why do first place have to worry about what third place is doing? Why would first place have to follow what third place is doing? Huh? Remember the traditional model? Sony don't need to put their games on PC because they games sell. Look at Spider-Man 2, it sold 30 million. Look at God of War, The Last of Us, 20 million. They don't need to put their games on PC. Remember y'all said putting first-party games on PC dilute the value of the product?
Man.
Huh? Y'all been telling us for the last 20 years how exclusives matter. How they make up the identity of the hardware. For the last 20 years, y'all been telling us this.
What a strong man. Speaking with a chest, boy.
And now all of a sudden,
Microsoft can't produce those type of games.
Sony has the better exclusives. I buy Sony PlayStation for their exclusives. And now we're here. And now all of a sudden, since that model that Sony has fostered for the last 20 years is not sustainable in the ecosystem that is changing and moving away from that model, exclusives no longer matter. Lord have mercy. What are we? Shout out to Wolf of Darkness, another one on Twitter and in the Xbox community that keep his foot on their neck.
Oh, I gotta follow. His name is the same. I need to follow him. I need all this funny boy. They wake me up in the morning. I was crying in tears.
His name the same on Twitter, Wolf of Darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna check you out, brother.
This is crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Let me go to a tweet I put out because we're finna talk about a lot of stuff. Hold on. Let me stop this because For the last 20 years, hold on, let me get this. Shout out to Trey Bone 408. Enix can slurp off the darkness of my noggles.
What the?
I want someone to go to someone. I want someone to go look. Look, y'all have been. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go here. The fact that we've been told Xbox don't have no games.
Welfare gaming.
And y'all saying, well, we're not saying Xbox don't have no games.
Man,
We're just saying they don't have no exclusives. And we're at a point right now where the well is running dry right now for Sony.
Oh, the famous window post. You can't skip the famous window.
Mm-hmm.
If I got a PC, why do I need an Xbox?
We've been told a lot.
Man, I heard that so many times, bro.
We've been told. Let me tell you something.
I wonder, do they still got that same energy now? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's so much flip-flopping that's going on right now, right? Because, right, the industry is changing, right? The model on the gaming model is changing too, right? As games become more costly, as it costs more to develop big AAA games, a lot of these games, well, I won't say a lot of, a lot of them are not selling the numbers they need to sell to even break even, right?
Facts, yep.
And in some cases, you're selling enough to break even, right? So if you're breaking even, where's the profit, right?
Yeah.
Sony is in a position where they've been spending 200 million, 250 on all these big AAA games, right? Years ago, it would have been years ago. I wouldn't see no problem with it, but now, since live services took over and people want, well, it's about replayability.
I'm gonna keep it a buck post. This shit changed when Minecraft hit the field. This whole dynamic. I'm going back to Minecraft because you
have to break that down. You have to break that down.
Oh, absolutely. I have no problem. I'm getting my seat. I have no problem with that. Minecraft was, when you look at that game, it is very low budget. We talking about blocks and an axe, and was able to grab the attention of user bases for years. So good that it got a deal in the millions and the billions when it came to Microsoft, and it continues to make money to this day. From that success, you got Fortnite, the Apex Legends, PUBG, games that were little to nothing, like they was really stripped down, wasn't no heavy content related to it, and they built on that platform, and it blew up from there. Any company in this that's walking on this God green planet is going to see that. You telling me that these people didn't buy no AAA actors? They didn't do no massive fake skins and over the top studio time with dynamic weathers and none of this mess for these video games. And the users came in and bought those games in droves to the point where Fortnite has enough money to go out and license characters like the Dragon Ball Z's and the Splinter Cells and etc., and still gain content and still gain money and revenue. So from that point, it was a done deal. They threw all that whole model of let's go AAA, 10 million, whatever, and we're gonna get a great return on our investment. That shit's thrown out the window now.
I look at it like this. I think it really started with PUBG. Minecraft for the mod scene. I know people who sell mods for Minecraft and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Even if you go back to Skyrim and Fallout 76 and stuff like that, there's actually people who make a living off selling mods and certain things for these games. But
Right.
I look at it when PUBG took off. When PUBG came with the Battle Royale, that changed everything, right? The premise is this. We need games that will keep you ingrained in our ecosystem, ingrained into the content itself.
Right.
Because as long as you are ingrained within that content, it's more likely that you're going to spend. At some point, you're going to spend. Look at Fortnite. Look at PUBG and Fortnite. Like I tell you, my kids be like,
I forgot Roblox. I
Yeah,
forgot Roblox.
Roblox.
But go ahead. Go
Roblox too.
ahead.
But my kids say, look, I want V-Bucks for Christmas. I want to be able to buy this outfit. I want this character on Fortnite. And Fortnite is one of them games that as they constantly upgrade the content and bring new things to kind of keep the ecosystem going,
Mhm.
it keeps the player base ingrained within that content. And as long as I got you there, I have the ability to offer things that might tip you to spend your money. Right?
Facts.
And it does. And so you got that. You go from that, from PUBG to Fortnite. Those two games did so huge, it forced other games like Call of Duty to come up with their own versions of that. You got Apex Legend. EA had to find a way to get within that same. Microsoft just took Halo and made it free to play. It's going to find a way to get in there too as well, especially if they announce this Halo Battle Royale game in the next couple of weeks, as we assume. So it's and that's where that's why Microsoft and Sony is moving away from hardware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moving away from hardware, it's about the player engagement. How long can we keep you engaged within our ecosystem? Right?
Mhm.
How long can we keep you engaged in that ecosystem? Whether it's through content, whether it's through live services or whatever, to keep you ingrained in that ecosystem long enough to keep you there for you to start making to spend.
Yeah.
Right? Because if something is constantly in front of you, right? If it's constantly in front of you and I constantly have your attention, then I can constantly sell you something, right? If I'm giving you single player games, right? God of War, a one-off experience, you play it, I can no longer really sell you on God of War. The experience is gone.
I've been said that them 2-week video games.
Right, and you're not
It's
there.
2 weeks.
And you're not there longer. You didn't beat the game.
And I'm
You
being
didn't beat-
comfortable. I'm being
right.
cocky.
You
2 weeks.
you didn't beat the additional. You didn't beat the game, right? Then you
got
got to wait
achievements,
probably
the
some
trophies.
months. Right, you got the achievements and trophy. Then you got to wait a couple of months probably for some DLC, right? And this is just a hypothetical. What is the player doing within that month
That time frame.
that it's away from God of War, waiting on that DLC? Well,
Yeah.
it's some other
Playing other
games.
third-party games.
Yep, it's some other games out there that's getting their time and their attention.
Mhm.
And if somebody else is getting their time, then I'm losing money because I'm losing time and the ability to sell you something.
Yeah, Sony wrote the coattail of that old traditional of we'll give you roughly 3 exclusives a year, and the rest of that is going to be filler for the duration of the season.
Yeah, that's
That's
why.
it.
That's why ads. If you look on Twitter now, they got ads on there. If you look on YouTube allow you to do the ads where in between the video, and most videos that make a lot of money on YouTube are videos that's friendly to content that can sell you something, right? That can sell you something, and that's why. And Sony has put themselves in a position where in terms of user engagement, single player games is not going to cut it because they're one and done. In the minute that you're done with the Spider-Mans and the God and the God of War, guess what you're going? You're going over to play Fortnite. You're going over to play Call of Duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at Call of Duty and what's going on with Call of Duty and Microsoft trying to acquire them. And now you're definitely in jeopardy, especially after you coming out saying, look, this third-party game that we never thought was going to be able to be acquired is the reason why we've been able to fund some of the first-party games that we have. Right. Now, Microsoft come in to take that off, kind of swoop in to take that off the table. And I'm not talking about immediately take off the table, but somewhere down the line in the future, if Microsoft own Activision, you might not see a Call of Duty. I'm just saying, hypothetically, you might not see it on PlayStation. So PlayStation is in a position where they say, look, we can't gamble. We don't know what Microsoft is going to do, and we can't rely on them, right, to keep they word in terms of now, but even in a distant future. So, you know, we're going to have to make 12 games as a service, right? Because we're going to have to come up with our own revenue stream now. We can no longer rely just on Call of Duty, right? The game didn't change. When Microsoft acquired or is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard, that changed the whole game because that Microsoft is saying, look, there's no number too high. There's no number too high for us in terms of getting the talent that we need and also competing with you now.
I think it was a little bit more towards it too, because you got to think too, Post, when I think the introduction to Game Pass did it as well. Because look at what happened with the Ascent. When Ascent came out, I remember multiple times people like, oh, well, it's on both games, it's on both consoles. Oh, well, you're gonna be paying $70. I'm gonna be getting it in Game Pass.
But that's another thing, right?
You get what I'm saying?
That's another thing because Sony knows the power of Game Pass, and we all know. Right? Y'all can sit up here and say all y'all want. Y'all can sit up here and say if Call of Duty come to Game Pass, I'm gonna still have my play. Yeah, you gonna still have your PlayStation, but you're gonna be playing motherfucking Call of Duty on Xbox.
On Xbox, facts.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, because the first thing you're gonna say is, I don't have to spend $70 on COD no more. I can buy that. I can buy nothing. I can use that money to play something else. Let's be fucking real.
Yeah.
But Sony has put. I said this and I will say it again. When PUBG and Fortnite took off, Sony should have hopped on the bandwagon. They should have started back then. In terms of their lives, they should have made the shift back then.
So what was that thing called? Gecko, Geo? What was that thing?
Gaikai.
What the fuck was that then?
Gaikai was one of the first cloud-based services before all this cloud shit even took off, before it was even a thing, and it was announced in the age where the internet where the internet speeds wasn't even that friendly to it, right?
Okay.
And so Sony brought Gaikai. They also brought the other one, right? And what comes along with that is patents, cloud patents. What comes along with that is cloud patents for the technology and things like that. So I do assume that as cloud technology evolves, I do think Microsoft Sony is getting some bread off some of them patents. It's no different than Microsoft buying Nokia. It's no different than Nokia and canceling the Windows Phone. And people saying, well, the Windows Phone was a failure. Yeah, the Windows Phone was probably a failure, but the money they getting from them Nokia patents ain't
it most.
Microsoft eating off every phone made.
Facts.
They eating off every phone made. So I think, and that's why when my brother Play, who's in the chat, say Sony is behind, he say 7 years behind. He's right, they're behind. You're hopping on games as a service late, right? The first party culture the first party environment that you cultured was of a single player experience. So now you had to go out and spend $4 billion on Bungie to help change that culture. You spent $4 billion on Bungie to help change that, and that shit is not going to happen in the time that you think it is. It's going to take years. It's going to take years for Bungie to come in and help Sony cultivate first party studios that can give a balance between single player and multiplayer experiences. Microsoft already has it.
Yeah.
Microsoft already has it. They've been having it since the OG Xbox, right? Then you do what, right? You're behind on the cloud service because you put PS Now on the back burner for VR. You didn't invest in no data centers or anything like that. So you're gonna have to go to one of the same competitors that's gonna be competing with you in the cloud space, right? Bungie is going around to your first party studios who you've brought recently and who you've already had and saying, look, this ain't good enough. It's cool, but in terms of the long-term aspect, example, faction, the long-term aspects of faction, this won't succeed. Y'all need to put this on the shelf until we get it where it needs to be. Right? So out of the 12 games that you announced there's going to be games as a service, you didn't 3 of them is off the table so far. Right? It's wild. And look, and the crazy thing about this is that for years, right? We as in the Xbox community has been saying this, right?
Man, yelling that shit.
I don't know why this is a surprise to the PlayStation community. Things do not last forever. And regardless of why Microsoft did Game Pass, Phil was a motherfucking genius for doing it because it is changing the landscape, right? It's changing the landscape in terms of how people consume their content, right? It allowed people to get access to major IP at a low entry cost, right? At a low entry cost, which fucks with Sony better play model. You spend $70, you get to play the game. So now what Sony got to do? Sony has to compete with that model now. But what they don't have, they don't have the cash to compete with it. That's why they don't have their first party. So Sony is in I don't know what
the first will become last and the last will become first.
Hey,
nigga. This shit is biblical, nigga.
If you're looking at this with open eyes, Sony is in a very peculiar situation. They ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all thought 2022 was Sony killing 2022. Yeah, look at the numbers, revenue this, look at this. Man, they shitting on Microsoft, and then they come out really and say, look, we struggled in 2022. What happened to all them sale numbers and sale data? I was on Twitter tweeting and talking about how Sony make billions and make more money than Microsoft Game Division and more than Nintendo and Microsoft combined and all this. Oh, we doing this and then come out recently. Sony's, oh yeah, we struggled in 2022. Huh? Also, you generated all that revenue, but didn't get that much profit from it. No reason why you struggling.
Bro, it's so bad. I'm putting it out there now. You heard it here first, and I'm good at this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Spider-Man gonna do good. It's so many. Listen here,
Mello. Spider-Man, bro.
Spider-Man, bro. I'm gonna back my brother Mello up on this one. I'm backing my brother Mello.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Who in the chat? I'm gonna have to get somebody on here.
I'm getting 50-50 mixed signals about
no,
the Spider-Man deal, bro.
You gotta hit a point. You gotta hit a point. You gotta hit a point, though.
Hold on. This ain't finna be 2-on-1 now.
No.
Crazy. Hold on.
No, I'm
not delusional enough to not think that Spider-Man is gonna be successful. What are we doing here?
Bro, I promise you what I'm seeing on these streets, bro.
Okay, go Go ahead. I need to hear this. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Melo. Let me go after you, Melo. Let me go after you, Melo.
Go ahead. We're gonna do this, Scotty and Pippen, man. And don't be the hating Pippen either. We're gonna do the Mike and Pippen. Don't do the hating Pippen either. But from this showcase, bro, like afterwards, it's been a lot of people just like, nah, this ain't it. I'm feeling like I'm being bamboozled. I feel like I was just like, this showcase showed a lot about Sony and the direction, period, of this company. You are riding the back of this game.
I'm gonna use some popcorn while listening to this shit.
And again, this is like Spider-Man 47. People are comparing this Spider-Man and saying, hey, we had more fun playing Prototype. And that's only 2 goddamn games. So right now, a lot of people are just saying, hey, I don't see the growth in this game. I'm starting to compare it. It ain't too much new going on with it. Yeah, y'all buffed up the locations. Y'all gave us some DLC packages for another.
I'm not convinced of your argument.
But
I'm not convinced.
Good. But they saying I'm good. I'm just saying at this point, they're doing a lot of comparison to.
No, you're gonna have to help my brother because I'm not convinced of his argument.
They are looking at the previous Spider-Man and like, bro, they are giving y'all very bare minimum crumb ass upgrades and telling y'all go out there and pay $70 every year. Go ahead, Noah. I'm done.
I'm not convinced. Noah, you have to convince me.
This is my thing. I'm not saying the game gonna flop. It's not gonna flop. But when did Spider-Man 1 come out? 2018, right? 5 years into the life cycle. How many PS4s were out in the wild?
Here we go.
And it was over 100 million by then, right? We was at or about 100 million PS4s by the time Spider-Man came out.
Trey Mac, what you tell him, Trey Mac?
So this game is PS5 only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
And there's nearly 30 million PS5s out in the wild, and most of those in the hands of scalpers. I don't know, bro. I don't see this game selling.
Let me tell y'all something.
I don't see it selling more than 10 million, bro.
I want to add what he said. Hold on, I gotta assist. here.
The cost of entry is too high. Post. You got about $500.
You got about a $500
console,
and then a $70 game. On top of that, you going off of the back of your most terrible show. They said this is like top 2 most terrible show they ever did for Sony. Top 2.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all all
niggas is returning they goddamn PlayStation. They ain't buying that motherfucker.
Let me tell you, Aaron, hold the line, Aaron. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I don't know what you or him been smoking today.
It's gonna be the worst selling Spider-Man. I'm putting it out there.
Hold on. Shout out to Iron Mike with the $5. It's not just the games. It's been a Spider-Man movie or a game every year for the last 5 or 6 years. People getting fatigued. Let me tell you something, Iron Mike.
That's true, Mike. That's Mike. That's a good point.
Let me tell you something,
bro. Another Spider-Man is not gonna sell it, bro. Spider-Man don't sell a PS3. Listen.
Yo.
Spider-Man didn't sell PS4s. PlayStation sold Spider-Man. Bro, there was almost 100 million out in the wild when the first one came out. That situation that doesn't stand today. And plus we in the market conditions worse, bro. Like we damn near in the middle of a recession, bro. People need Game Pass.
Fact.
When Spider-Man come out, it's gonna be so much to play. It's gonna be competing with other games. The first Spider-Man came out with the convenience of not having to compete with really nothing else at the time.
I don't even know why I'm making this poll, but let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on with Mello and Lord today. Look.
Them pajamas can't carry no more, bro.
Let me tell you something. I want to stump Sony out in the pony community. Look, but I'm not delusional to say that Spider-Man 2 will not be successful. Spider-Man 2 will be successful. It's going to sell way more.
That's not the argument. That's not the argument, Post. How we measure success? You think it's going to sell way more than the first one, Post?
It's going to sell way more than 10 million.
How?
The first one sold 30 million.
On how many
So how's it gonna sell more than the first one, Post?
On how many
Ain't even 30 million PS5s out there, Post. How's it gonna sell more than?
Let me tell you something. The campaign they finna put on Spider. Look, man, I don't care what you say. Spider-Man is one of the biggest Marvel characters in history, brother. If you're going off the echo chamber that is Twitter, instead of the millions and millions of casual gamers out there who looked at that showcase and said it was success versus y'all our hardcore mentality of it being trash, then you guys are crazy. I'm not stupid enough to sit up here and say that Spider-Man 2, like Mello just said, will not be successful. Boy, y'all talking L's right now, brother. Okay,
Spider-Man can't Spider-Man, bro.
Post.
It ain't that no more.
Bro, Post. Spider-Man can't compete with Fortnite, bro.
This is fact.
Huh?
Spider-Man cannot compete with Fortnite.
We're not doing this. Oh, y'all really cooking now.
This is real. This is true.
This is
and Mac City, I put the poll up there. Thanks for the $2. And then we got Mac City again with the $2. Does Spider-Man look Last Generation or not? You want me to look
like you Vaseline?
Look,
it ain't
Mac,
it, bro.
Look, Mac. That shit didn't look. That shit wasn't impressive. I will give you that. No post up ain't. No post up ain't playing no Spider-Man 2. He just getting around to playing what? I ain't playing Spider-Man 2. I beat the both. I beat Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales.
The only way Spider-Man 2 outperformed the first one.
Not true, Play.
Is if they make it cross gen. If they make it cross gen,
they need PS4.
If they make cross gen, then we doing something. But it's PS5 only.
Hold on, Play. I gotta talk to you, Play. Let me open up Discord real quick. I gotta talk to you, Play, because you talking nonsense.
I'm trying to tell you.
You talking nonsense too. Talk to me, Play. Talk to me. What are we doing here? Spider-Man is one of the biggest characters in Marvel history, brother. You might get a new movie this year or an announcement of a new movie. Come on, what are y'all doing, bro? Spider-Man.
You don't have to have a PS5 to watch the movie.
Facts.
Oh Lord!
You're not understanding the conditions, bro. It's
Lord.
different. There's two separate conditions when the first one came out and the second one came out.
Let me tell you something. I have heard Cap, but this is supreme.
Oh my God!
All right, hold on.
This is supreme Cap.
Hold on.
Talk to me, Play. Hold on. Talk to me, Play.
You're right that Spider-Man, in terms of its character,
is iconic,
more popular than Fortnite.
Yes,
but in terms of player engagement,
no. Play.
Spider-Man can't compete.
Play. Look. This is what I'm saying. Play. That's not even the argument. No. The argument is that Mello said that he don't think Spider-Man
ain't
going to be successful.
It's going to be successful.
Thank you.
Spider-Man going to be trash.
And Noah came in here and backed him up.
It's not going to outperform the first. So it's going to outperform the first one.
It's going to.
I didn't say it is. I just said it's going to be successful.
Hold on. Wait. No. Is it? No. We are going off a business model only.
Does that make it?
You are only as good as your last product. If your first one did a certain number, do you think this was going to succeed that one to prove a fact that it's better than the previous one? No.
Thank you, Mello.
I don't, only because the install base is lower.
Thank you.
That's exactly.
Now hold on. Moving the PS4.
So that begs to ask.
That means you have less potential customers because you're releasing the game
exactly.
Lower
and Rose, you agree with me or not, right?
That just means you have less people able to buy.
Oh no, it's not successful, Rose. They don't sold tens of millions of The Last of Us, and they still out here complaining they ain't making enough money. What make you think it's gonna change with Spider-Man 2?
Well, you're asking if it's gonna make the money. That's a different thing.
Arnie, you said Celtics selling?
Bro.
Oh hell no. All right, go
what
ahead.
Happened?
Man. The Celtics out here selling, man. Boston, man. Hold up. Hold the line.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Girl.
But no, bro. It's
Go ahead.
When we talk about being success, it's not gonna nowhere come close to what the first one as successful as the first one.
No. That's what you're saying. Melo saying it wasn't gonna be successful.
It's not gonna be successful.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm.
Think about. Hold on.
That is what I view as being successful. If you're not better than your previous game and outperforming it, you're not successful.
I agree. I agree with Melo because the first Spider-Man set a benchmark, right? If we're debating success as the first Spider-Man set,
Miles Morales successful?
I don't know. I have no idea. But Miles Morales was cross-gen.
Yeah, that's true. It was cross-gen.
I
don't think Spider-Man 2 is not going to be successful. The only reason it's not going to sell as many is because you don't have the same install base.
That's what we're saying. Well, that's what we're saying, bro.
Successful. It's a percentage.
It's not going to hit the benchmarks the first one hit.
Of course not. I mean, the first one came out 5 years into the generation. That's all not even saying, 3. That doesn't make it not successful.
Teddy, can you talk some sense into them, Teddy? Teddy.
What Teddy say?
I'm finna get Teddy in here, man. Let me get Teddy in here. Cause look, let me tell you something. I don't care. Even though Insomniac came out and said, look, that's not even a final build. That's an early build of the game. I don't care how the game show, whether it's cross-gen or not. The casuals is going to eat Spider-Man up. It's going to.
No, they're not, because the casuals don't even have a PS5 yet. Post.
How they going to
They don't have a PS5, bro.
They don't have.
Spider-Man might do more than God of War in his first week.
How they gonna eat something that they don't have?
How much they
what
got?
Do you mean they don't?
If they don't have a PS5, how the fuck they gonna eat, bro?
How many? What's the install base?
They haven't even came. I don't even think they made a tweet bragging about God of War Ragnarok success yet. Have they? Have they put those numbers up?
Look, I think y'all intentionally is trying to mess with my bodification and trying to turn me into a pony on my own show. And I don't mean to be defending Sony right now, but to sit up here because y'all got me in a very. But I don't like this.
I need you to understand that right now. I need you to understand that 2023 is not 2018, bro. We're in a brand new generation. There's not that many PlayStation. There's not as many PS5s as there was PS4s globally.
That doesn't make it not successful. That's my point.
Well, we use a success. The benchmark for success is what the first one did.
If I'm selling the product,
how many PS4s were sold by the time that one came?
We were down there like 100 million by 2018.
Okay, and what did they sell at that time?
To them, Teddy.
Look, guys.
If I Google it, it's gonna close the app.
Guys, I just want to say first
right now
foremost,
it's at 33 million total.
Can y'all hear me?
Thank you, brother.
Well, how many in 2018? How many sell in a year? How many sell in a year?
Man, 2018 total sales. Let me see if I can find it.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
What are we doing here? Why are we?
Hello.
We get you. These guys know what casuals have in the house. They can predict the future of what games is going to sell.
Casuals on their tablet playing Fortnite right now.
Okay, look, you guys. Like, granted, I can see both points of the thing, but we're literally talking about one of the most popular properties that Marvel has in their back pocket.
Thank you, Teddy.
Not only that. We're also dealing with one of their most popular villains in Venom. Now, I don't know about y'all,
explain it, Teddy.
Spider-Man 2 definitely doing numbers just off of them two alone.
Yes.
How many did
commercials come out in the casuals that's not on Twitter that see them commercials and see Spider-Man and Venom in the same game? Bro, you crazy.
They're gonna go buy Call of Duty.
Talking about Venom and shit.
Granted, they'll buy Call of Duty,
but they're gonna buy Call of Duty.
Hold on, you old motherfuckers know who the hell Venom is.
Now look here,
I don't know what the motherfucking Venom is. I think that shit is a vitamin D shot or some shit. You talking about playing Fortnite and goddamn Apex Legends. These niggas wasn't even born when Venom was alive, nigga.
These jokers know who Venom is.
They know who Spider-Man and Venom is, but they also know how to log into Twitch and watch gameplay for people who already own the system.
You know,
Bro,
I would hate to accuse y'all of sitting here acting like this game ain't gonna do good because it's a Sony product. I would
Teddy,
really
hold on.
Teddy.
If this game come out in September, this game rumored to come out in September, right?
Granted, cool.
It might get delayed.
Hold on.
It need to. It have a better. It'll have a. Hold on. Let me say this. It'll have a better shot if it come out closer to the holidays. It'll probably sell more copies. But if it come out in September, bro, it's competing with Starfield. It's competing with Call of Duty. It's competing with what Lord knows what's coming out around that time.
I'm just telling you.
Call of Duty don't hit till October.
But people say their money in September for October. Teddy, what are you talking about?
I'm just telling you this. I'm just saying this.
Spider-Man by the time Call of Duty comes
if you think Sony is not going to maximize the holiday season, the Black Friday and all that shit
with Spider-Man,
you motherfuckers are
this shit.
They're gonna be too busy. They're gonna be They're gonna be too busy selling that PlayStation Q controller to casuals who don't know that they can't play the game without having the PS5. That's what's going to happen. Mark it right here.
This is the market. This is the market with it real quick.
Chat, man, I don't know what's going on, chat. We were stuffing Sony out, and now they got me defending this shit.
I would really
Spider-Man wash myself off of this PlayStation stench. They didn't put upon me.
Spider-Man gonna come out by. Excuse me, it's gonna at least come out about a week or two before Christmas, because they're gonna need the fucking sales for this goddamn game. Let's just be honest. Let's be fucking frank here. But I'm willing to bet a motherfucking general motherfucking generous bet that motherfucker first week sales will not fuck with Spider-Man 1 sales.
What was Spider-Man 1 sales?
It's a smart man.
You can go Google. And whatever that number is, I'm confident.
Teddy, you say I don't know the number, but it ain't gonna exceed the number.
Teddy, listen here, Teddy.
How the hell you gonna create an argument and not do your damn homework before you?
Teddy, you said, hey, Teddy Mello said, I don't know the number.
Because when you gotta do your homework before you come in here debate. Let me tell you, Teddy, because I got so much of an IQ and I'm so goddamn smooth with it. Whatever number it is. It ain't gonna fuck with it.
Sound like you're talking out of the side of your neck, but we'll
it don't matter if you gonna take the bet or not, sir.
Hey, who else? I don't know. I didn't know we lived in the world. I didn't know we didn't live. We live in a world where casuals don't know who Venom is.
Thank you. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Like,
I don't know what
these niggas
some of these casuals never saw Spider-Man,
nigga. Nobody give a fuck about no goddamn Venom.
Teddy said,
Mello, let's not act like these
niggas ain't even read a comic. Hold on, these young motherfuckers ain't even read a comic book related to Spider-Man.
Teddy said, "What's the
number?" Get the fuck out of here.
Teddy said, "What's the number?" Mello said, "I don't know. Google it." But whatever it is,
they gonna beat it. Goddamn, they ain't gonna beat it.
That let me know everything about this whole argument.
Your ass ain't gonna make that bet though.
That let me know everything there is about this goddamn argument.
Look, you ain't gonna make that damn bet.
Look, hold on, because we didn't get look.
It's on the table, sir.
Let me tell you something. No.
But we need to go ahead and get this all established here. We need to find out what exactly.
Go ahead and make y'all bet so we can get back to stumping some ponies out.
Teddy, you can do all that.
Make your bet so we can get back to stumping some ponies out.
You gonna say yes or no to it?
Sure.
All right, let's roll. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So we're going to get back to the main conversation. Right. And that is the flip flop. It's a lot of Teddies out here. You feel me? Well, I say low key Teddies because Teddy is upfront about his flip flopping.
Thank you.
But it's a lot of low key Teddies out
here.
Hey,
hold on. Before we switch, let's put some numbers out there.
Oh, here we go.
PS4 sold at 90 million. In 2018.
Here go the mathematician.
92 million PS4 sold at 2018.
But how much did Spider-Man do in his first month?
I'm looking it up right now.
All right, thank you. Somebody's willing.
I'm trying to finish cooking a pony dinner. Y'all up.
Hold on. Let it simmer.
Go ahead. This is crap. I don't even remember how we got here.
Hold on. See today that people say casuals don't know who the hell Venom is.
Hold on. Who else 32? I want you to ask me one quick question. And I'm just going to say, do you think anybody of the age that's playing Fortnite read a comic book related to Spider-Man?
Anybody of the age of okay, hold
around
up.
the age of I'm talking about the generation of goddamn it Apex Legend and goddamn Fortnite. Do you really think these motherfuckers have sat down and read comic books of Spider-Man?
No, but they know exactly who Venom is because Venom's in Fortnite.
In the story.
But they know who Venom is because
you
of
saw him in
Fortnite.
the goddamn movie and the goddamn
They
Fortnite.
know
You don't
who
know shit
Venom is
about that
because of
nigga.
Fortnite.
All you saw was a licorice stick ass nigga with
They
goddamn
know who
smiley
Venom
face.
is because of
Mello, I'm gonna
Fortnite.
tell you this, Mello. I'm gonna tell you this.
comic
Hold
book.
on. I'm gonna tell you this, Mello.
They know who
Spider-Man
Venom is because of Fortnite, though.
Spider-Man is like Michael Jackson. You know him no
Thank
matter
you.
which year you was born in.
Spider-Man is like the Michael Jordan of comic
Tell
books.
me I'm
Everybody
lying.
knows.
Tell me I'm lying. No matter what year
You ain't.
or what year you was born in.
The nigga been out since the 80s, nigga. You better know that
Actually,
little
no.
pajama
Actually,
wearing
no.
bastard.
Actually, Spider-Man's been out since the 50s.
Oh, well, excuse me, sir. Last time I checked the goddamn video game relation on Wikipedia, it was in the goddamn 1980s.
Well, yes, video game wise, yes, it was in the 80s, but Spider-Man's been
that's what
around
I'm
since
saying.
the 60s.
Gradually going into the gaming world, with video games, you hit every mark, regardless if it's a comic book, a TV show out, merchandise, whatever. A video game would hit every genre because kids grow up and they're going to play a game. So since the goddamn 80s, Spider-Man been on the motherfucking map.
Yes.
But
Spider-Man was
again,
on the map beforehand.
These niggas have not read a motherfucking comic book to know the backstory or backlog or who the fuck
Got
they
it.
is.
They don't gotta read a comic book. They
They may not know the backstory,
They just
but they
blow-
know the
just
product.
saw, they just
It's
saw a
sold
goddamn
13.
character and he was black.
It sold 13
It sold
million.
13 million in a year. I can't find the first month, but it sold 13 million a year.
Nah, I don't
It hit 20 million by 2020.
Spider-Man 2, yeah, it's gonna
So that means if Spider-Man 2 sells 13 million in a year with a less install base, is successful.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
That's a lower install base.
Hell yeah.
I
get that.
If it sell over 13 million in a year with the install base that it has now, hell yeah, that shit's successful.
Look,
I want first week though, because I don't want that little PlayStation
exactly.
10
I need first
bullshit
week,
when
first
they
month,
come with
something.
that. Oh, we're gonna put it in the bargain bin for $30 and $20 and fluctuate the numbers. Nah, I want first week sales like this an
I'm about
album.
to say,
Nah, fuck all that.
Shout out to Trey Bone 408 with the $2. Spider-Man will be multi-plat after this. Disney want their money. I don't know about that, but look, man, fuck that shit, man.
I don't know about
what
that.
we
They'll have
need to
talk
get
Sony
to.
over
What
that. They would
we
have to
need
talk
to
to
get
Sony
to.
because Sony owns that IP.
We need to cook, brother. It's a flip flop in our hand. We sitting up here talking about some motherfucking Spider-Man. You got these ponies out here talking about exclusives don't matter. You got a PlayStation did a show so damn bad that they're conjuring up a second show this year, and they're out here making lies. I'm talking about they got to acquire CD Projekt Red, Take-Two, and anybody else they can find. What are we doing here?
They saw that shit too, huh?
CD Projekt Red had to come out and say, look, we ain't in talks with nothing. And then they had to drop you see how many copies of this game? We just 75 million. You tell about we don't need to be acquired. What are we doing here?
Well, that's great that it's 75 million, but just remember GTA did that shit in like the first damn minute.
GTA is an anomaly though. That's some shit.
Yeah, hell, GTA is a fucking phenomenon.
That's all I'm saying though.
Like fucking unicorn.
It's the walk back. It's the walk back, right? This was such a poor showing for the hardcore PlayStation community that they're out here conjuring up another show. Saying they're literally out here saying
they buying shit.
That Sony intentionally did that show like that. Just to see what Microsoft is going to do, even though we know in the games that we expect to see already
what was going to happen from Microsoft.
This shit is, it up. And not only that though, along with the faction thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny that Bungie canceled. Well, not pretty much canceled, but put faction on the shelf for now, and then announced Marathon, right? But check this out.
That's some host shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I would feel some type of way about that one.
But check this out. Right?
2.4 million.
Check this out. Right?
2.4 million first week.
I remember having a conversation.
Right.
I remember having a conversation on Z platform with Kratos and Porter Rock, right? At the time. And I know Teddy might remember this, and Noah might remember this.
I remember.
Right. And at that time, right, J-Dub and Porter Rock said this, right what I have in this tweet. Sony doesn't need to focus on multiplayer games. That's why they have Call of Duty. Sony should focus on what they do best, single player, and leave multiplayer games up to third party.
Yes.
Right? And that was the only consensus amongst them, right? And then
which I thought was asinine.
Over here to Porter Rock.
It was an asinine statement.
I think Porter Rock responded to
what, he doubled down?
No, he responded to it. He said, Porter Rock said, when we had these conversations back then, acquiring ABK wasn't even a thought, let alone a conversation point. Do not lie and pretend you knew. If that's your claim, post a receipt of when we had these convos and you mentioned big acquisitions. I'll wait. Whether ABK was a part of the deal or not, that's not the point.
Yeah, they don't have a multiplayer goddamn experience on Sony.
Nobody could.
They tried getting one with Destruction All Stars, but we all know
and that shit failed.
Well, we did say this though. You cannot say I didn't speak up on acquisitions because I did. You cannot say I didn't speak on the market being consolidated because I argued you, Kratos, Baron, and Z and Moss on this subject about the whole industry changing and Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo competing for acquisitions to prevent outside players from coming in and scooping up everything. So I didn't necessarily say Microsoft was going to buy ABK, but I did say acquisitions was going to take. But that's not even the problem. The point of the matter is that regardless if you knew this was going to happen or not, Sony shouldn't have been so reliant on Call of Duty as if this couldn't have happened. Everything is happening. It's no different than when Microsoft became too reliant on third-party content and lost their way with their first-party studios. And look at the position and put them in, right? Now they had to go back and say, okay, we became too reliant on third parties. Now we got to go back up all these studios and spend all this money to refortify our first party needs.
So we don't get a Sunset Overdrive incident.
Yeah. And now Sony has been put in a position where they had to literally overspend for Bungie. In order to
they could have really
fix their multiplayer. To fix a multiplayer issue that could have been fixed. Yeah, when you're these big corporations, you pay people to see what trends are, to see where the industry is going, to see where you pay people to tell you information that's going to happen years in advance, years ahead. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you this honestly. To talk about that Bungie, that whole Bungie acquisition. Me personally, I feel as though that money could have.
My headset tripping.
I think that's Noah. Okay.
Can y'all hear me now? Are we good?
No, you was good. You was good.
Okay. But I'll say really honestly, what it came down to that is just Sony honestly being complacent, being too reliant on single player. They saw like the well was hot, the well was good, gold was goddamn rushing in, and the well dried up. Now they're going third party.
But
no one never expected acquisition.
But no one ever expected ABK to get
you might want to drop out and drop back in. Oh, yeah. But
without a doubt, nobody expected ABK to be in the situation that they're in now.
And guess what?
Nobody looking at that.
You know why? Because if you look at the position Microsoft was in the Xbox One era, right?
Yes.
They came out with bad messaging. They wasn't selling hardware. The Xbox One was too big, too bulky, right? It was underperforming in terms of the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 got a big lead, and Sony used this market cap in that era. Its market cap in terms of how many systems it was outselling at. Because in that era, they outsold Xbox for every 8 PlayStation 4s that was sold. Only one Xbox was being purchased. So when you gain that big of a lead in terms of third party, they pretty much dried up content on Xbox, right? Yeah. And also in the era, it's the same era that Nadalia was even questioning whether Xbox should even exist at the company, right? So if you're looking at that, right, and then you're seeing Sony drying up content, keep Street Fighter V exclusivity, trying to help Nadalia make that decision, you don't expect Nadalia to double down and give Phil Spencer the resources that he has now, given the position they was in that era. So you don't see this coming.
Honestly,
you feel me?
You're perfectly right. No,
you don't see it coming.
100%. I mean, shoot, in that point, like after that conference, I mean, that was the start of the Great Migration. Like people was leaving in drones over the PlayStation during that situation. And now just to look at how they are now, and the mere fact that they're on the verge of purchasing one of the biggest third-party proprietors out there with Activision, it's saying something.
It is.
It's very much saying something. Like to see where y'all at 10 years later after that debacle almost killed the Xbox brand itself. That one conference literally almost killed the brand just to see that y'all came up from the ashes, and now y'all are literally, in my opinion, one of the leading proprietors in cloud cloud technology, and now you're on your way of acquiring Activision. I mean, me personally, I say bravo.
Let me tell you something. Xbox was damn near in purgatory.
Yes.
Damn near in purgatory. So if you're Sony or if you're the game community, you wouldn't think that. Look at where let me see if you're the game community and if you're Sony, you're probably assuming that given Nadalia, look at the situation Xbox in. Why would he back that? Why would he even fund that, right? If you're looking at us, it really makes no sense. But Phil had a plan. And he succeeded with his plan. He came and brought 6 studios. Ninja Theory announced them on stage, right? Then he go and buy ZeniMax, Bethesda, and now we're here with Activision Blizzard. You don't expect that, given the generation that we just came from, for Nadalia to double down on gaming. With him coming in, looking at the losses that Xbox been having over the last 20 years. So you don't expect it. No one expect. I didn't even expect it. You know what I'm saying? Even though there was some people out there that called it. You know what I'm saying? But the point of it, the conversation at the time was not based on acquisitions. The conversation was about Xbox needing to get their single player experience together because they had the MP already there, and Sony needing to get their MP portion of their studios together because they already had the single player. That was the conversation.
Post, I'll be honest with you. Well, really, and like I said, this coming from me. Like I said, PlayStation's my preferred platform, but I'll be dead honest with you. It's gonna take a couple years for PlayStation even
my bad.
Of some type of multiplayer structure over there. I don't see. I mean, of course, this ain't gonna be no Rome built in a day situation, but I don't really see them doing well in multiplayer at all for a good number of years.
It's gonna take a while for them to kind of cultivate that culture over there, and that's what Bungie is there for. But I was saying we were saying back then, like, look,
we sure was.
No, we were saying back then.
Am I coming in clear?
Am I lying, Noah?
No, you're not. You're not. Hey, that's a weak rebuttal from Porter Rock. That's like saying,
yes, it is.
I didn't know y'all was gonna win. I didn't know y'all was gonna hit all them threes. That's why y'all won the game. Like, bro, that's the play Microsoft made. You the one didn't. You the one.
Y'all the one that backed that bullshit, because we've been saying that back then when they let go SOCOM, Mag, Killzone, Resistance, when they literally they cut their own leg off.
You just won't let that damn
roll
so
with it.
Go with it.
They roll with that shit like it was normal.
Go.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. When we was having this concept, we was talking about the changing of the industry in terms of it becoming more multiplayer focused, in terms of games as a service, live games and stuff like that. And we were being told back then, well, Sony don't need to focus on that. Third party got that. All they need
exactly.
to do is
I'm pretty sure we can pull up the clip.
And the reason why I'm bringing it up, because now people are acting surprised now with the transformation that is going on with PlayStation. Of course, Jim Ryan had to come in because they are behind. They are, excuse me.
They're more focused on their movie and television though than gaming. If you ask me.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, because I saw that in that post sent me one link about somebody doing an interview. And he was talking about movies.
They are. If you willing to, I mean, shoot, let's face facts. Xbox haven't never put out a goddamn commercial on TV or a movie trailer in their showcase. I'll give y'all that one. I mean, shoot. Yeah, I mean, for you to say, "Oh, I'm not focused on movies," you literally put a fucking movie trailer in the showcase.
Microsoft has. They did. It was some movie.
Well, they had a snippet for Halo, right?
Yeah, I mean, granted, it had the
Halo, and then there was The Rock. There was remember The Rock had partnered with I think it was Black Adam. Didn't they show Black Adam?
Nah,
the Xbox show.
When did Doom did they show it?
Something. Whatever movie The Rock was playing in.
I think it was like Doom. Hell.
But you know how Satya Nadella went to Phil and said, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of Xbox unless you can find some way to integrate Azure and subscription services to tied in." I feel like here's a Sony did the same to Jim. If you can't make Sony movie and music integrate with PlayStation, then we're gonna get rid of it.
It's that cross promotion. It's that like with it's the vertical integration you talk about too. Is saying, look, how do we market our games beyond just the gaming community? Well, we could do that with the movie aspect.
But it's smart.
The moviegoers that went to watch The Last of Us, the TV show, probably trickulated over into purchasing the game as well.
The thing about it is smart from a business standpoint. It is smart, but from a PlayStation, I'm at home fanboy, and all I care about is exclusives, and I'm rooting for a console. Even though I don't plan on playing the games that I'm rooting for, it's an L for those dudes. They don't see the big picture.
Facts. Thank you.
Their arguing points are broke. It's broke nigga arguing points, bro. It's what it is. For lack of better terms, it's broke nigga arguing points.
Oh no, that's perfect.
On Twitter.
That's perfect.
let me get on Twitter and argue with these Xbox dudes about games they can't play and we can only play on PlayStation. How I spent $70 on the game. I don't have to play it. I bought it. I supported the devs. And the devs and the same devs get shut down the next day.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is the perfect thing. Yeah, you over here talking about, oh, we want factions. We will solely support factions. At the same time, Bungie over here telling you, hey, this ain't it, partner.
Temper your expectations. I want to know. I want to know what they turned down, though.
All those $70 sales for The Last of Us 2, supporting the devs, and they still ain't got no faction.
Shit. Oh Lord.
But I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question about.
Hey, that's a fact.
Hey, Noah, you ain't lying about that.
That's a fact, though. Support the devs. What the fuck happened to Last of Us?
Yeah, and look, and it's crazy because the faction was initially supposed to be a part of The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, Last of Us
2.
So
you paid $70 for a single player and a multiplayer experience, only for you to only get a single player experience, and then they telling you that the multiplayer experience that you've been waiting for the last 4 years ain't happening.
Scrapped it. They ran off on the plug, nigga. Ain't got away with
you know what? Hey, quick question. I just want y'all to take honesty on Bungie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Bungie has its expertise, right? It has the expertise in games that are service. I'm just saying, how beneficial do y'all see that being for Sony?
What?
with Bungie there as advisors? Because
I don't know, because
I've been in the Bungie ecosystem now for the past. When
is Destiny really what it is?
I'm telling you, people. I go on the other channel and they literally tell me, "Oh, but Bungie has Destiny," but they don't realize. See, y'all can say they got Destiny because y'all ain't played Destiny.
I don't even see people talking about Destiny that
y'all
much.
Haven't even, because Post, half the time Destiny's a dead game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said again,
it's one of those fluctuating games where it depends on if the content hit. If the content don't hit a certain marker, then it goes right back down.
It's not even that. Hell, content's one, but 9 times out of 10 is gatekeeping. It's gatekeeping with trials. It's their PvP mode on there. It's gatekeeping with that. It's gatekeeping on the raids. It's pretty much people still having a bad taste in their mouth from their experience with Destiny 1, and they choosing not to come back to the second one, or they came to the second one. It was not what the first one was. They ended up leaving that mug and never returning it again. It gets to the point where people feel like Destiny's a damn job instead of a fucking video game. It's so many factors.
And so
so many factors.
And so Bungie, that's just dealing with this type of feedback from its own community. It's telling Naughty Dog,
and that's why when I
what to do.
That's why when I heard about Bungie acquiring PlayStation, well, not acquiring PlayStation, them acquiring Bungie for expertise, I was like, boy, y'all wasted your money. Because
why would you let the fans?
Hold on, but one thing you gotta peep though.
Thank you, Post. That's my thing. Why didn't you let the fans determine if it was worth it or not? Because at this point, you just destroyed Naughty Dog's whole entire fucking character at this point. Let alone the situation with Jim Ryan saying, these games can't carry our brand anymore. So it's just all around the board of fucking chaotic as hell.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, if I'm Naughty Dog, I am looking to throw hands with Bungie about this stupid shit.
And then they get publicized too. And they gotta write a letter about it.
There's nothing to throw hands about.
Hey, but hold on, but check this out. Oh, before you go, Rose, let me
thank you.
Let me say this real quick, bro. Let me say this real quick. One thing you gotta peep though is the chain of command, the hierarchy. Bungie do not report to Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan didn't make that call, bro. That's Sony. That's Sony getting involved and saying, "Hey, we bought Bungie, and let's put them to use."
We gotta see
and what Bungie did was
them billions.
Yeah. Let's ask that.
Don't be surprised if y'all see a whole bunch of devs leave some of these Sony studios because Bungie asses. Because like I said, if I'm anything about it, as a fan looking into this, I'm pissed off because one, now I wasted my money on Last of Us 2 if I was a faction fan and I just wanted to dive into that, right? Or I just gave the single player try just to buy time for factions. So now that I know it's not coming, I'm pissed off about that. If I'm a fan and I heard about this acquisition come in there, and I'm dead all confused on Sony's. Hey, why did y'all buy this shit for $4 billion? And y'all clearly, if I'm smart and I'm thinking to myself, if I'm a businessman, yes, we need someone to give us expertise on this multiplayer shit because we don't know what we're doing. But at the same time, I don't think I want to get it from Bungie because of the whole Activision ordeal that happened with they ass. Them sitting there being like, hey, we want to do this, and then Activision's like, oh, you know what? Nah, man. You know what? Y'all can have y'all IP. We don't even need it because y'all don't even make us enough money to even fight y'all asses for it. Me personally, if I'm a business,
I see your point, Teddy, but that's not because of their live service expertise. That's just because of the way they execute their game and development. That's not why Sony paid all that money. They paid all that money because live service expertise and development is rare. It's hard to come by.
Yeah,
that's why they had to pay all that money.
It was something that couldn't be done organically.
Thank you.
It could not be done organically. Exactly.
But you know what?
It would have took them years to foster that type of culture.
$4 billion to Activision and goddamn have them come along for the damn ride and tell y'all what it was. Hell, you had a marketing deal with them.
But no, because even though with Destiny not in a sense maybe not hidden like everyone expected would be, We talking about Naughty Dog. You talking about different genre of games where they could touch and bring in that game as a service to boost that sales. At this point, I'm with Pose. Why wouldn't y'all allow the fans to determine if that's something that they wanted or not?
Yeah,
Because if they maybe had a good ass idea, we would never know. And I would be pissed knowing that this information had leaked out, you know what I'm saying? And now we got to damage control it or come out with a statement.
and you know
regarding
what? And you know the beauty about a live service? If it doesn't hit, you can always change it.
Yeah.
You can always change it on the fly. You just be like this. All right, so that didn't work. All right, guys, come on, let's go up to the shop and let's go ahead and change this thing up. Let's listen to the fans. And see what the hell they want.
I don't think you got that no more though.
But see, that argument,
not at all. Not after this shit.
But see, that argument is the reason why Microsoft is purchasing Activision. We don't have time to foster that. What we're getting from Activision will take us years to build.
Yeah.
Years. And what Sony is getting from Bungie, it would have took them years to put together the right talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
People coming and going to build the right team to foster that type of culture in terms of the back end, in terms of live services, matchmaking, all that. We don't have time to do that. Not with Microsoft on our heels trying to buy ABK. So we finna go spend $4 billion on Bungie. That's why I don't understand that organic talk right now. I can understand that years ago. I can understand that years ago, the early 2000s.
Yeah, that shit out the window
90s,
now.
Then we can have that conversation. But now with the industry moving away, we don't have.
That's out the window.
It's out the window. We don't have no. We don't have no time.
Even the gamer's attention span with a video game, it's so minute.
And not with the industry growing at the way it's growing, and you got other big tech companies on the outside trying to find their way in who can spend just as much or even more than Sony, and who can compete with Microsoft big. Why the fuck we finna sit up here and waste time when we have people outside the industry
that's ready to kick the doors in?
Ready to kick the dough in because they want a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting up here trying to cultivate and organically grow. Hell no.
And that goes back for what Phil Spencer said. Like y'all keep saying he's a damn liar, but the man been speaking facts. We have outside forces that's trying to take over our industry. We might want to band together to hold our IPs down. Motherfuckers said he was lying. Oh, he's just trying to take stuff from the gamers. Like y'all just lost with this fanboy shit, bro.
And guess what they get with the Activation deal? The part they get all of Activision's live service experience and all these live service games that's already making them tons of money. That gets right up in their portfolio. That just puts them further ahead in terms of their live service reach compared to Sony.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Yes. And then what do Activision want?
We pointed that one out of
Activision wants access to Microsoft resources in terms of Azure and AI, specifically AI.
AI, yep.
Yeah. Specifically AI. Over. And then what is Microsoft doing? Microsoft is building AI across all their platforms. That means Windows, Office, Azure, their cloud suites, their backend suite, and pretty soon Xbox. All of their services is gonna have some form of being AI. I'm gonna be surprised if on the next console you're gonna be like they're gonna bring that voice shit back. Hey Bing, I need you to download this game for me. Go purchase this game. Woo off the band. Woo to use this card. Woo off the band.
And you out the door.
And you out
while the game's downloading. Hey.
Big A, I need you to schedule this multiplayer match. Woo up the band at 6:00. Woo up the band. Launch this game. Woo up the band. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me tell you something.
They
tried to do it in the Xbox One era. So the both companies need each other. You know what I'm saying? But after that PlayStation show and the PlayStation community acting surprised about 2025, 60% of PlayStation. Thank you, baby. 60% of PlayStation gaming profit is going to live services.
I was gonna ask you a question, but I think I answered it though. I was about to say, just to throw it out there, because you just said you'll be able to ask Bing multiple questions. Do you think they're gonna try to bring back the Kinect? But then I just realized they did the third-party camera, so they really
they support all third. They support all third-party. They support all third-party cameras. It wouldn't even matter. Bing AI is gonna be the new Cortana.
Facts. Ooh. I ain't heard that name in a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Yo,
but it's gonna be a more advanced version. Dang. It's gonna be a more. Imagine you being on your Xbox app, right?
Oh,
and you out and about, and you able to tell Bing AI, hey, I'm out and about. Do this head is ready. By the time I get in the crib, I should be making the crib. I'm just putting out hypothetical.
Cortana live wallpaper, nigga.
I'm just
on the dashboard. Oh my, bro, that'd be crazy.
Imagine if you know your schedule and you know what time you're gonna play, and now you tell it AI.
Don't lie to me, Petey.
Hey, you tell it AI. Based on how you stream on Twitch, this is my weekly stream on Twitch. This is when I go live. Imagine the AI being able to know when you go live, what game you gonna play on that day, what time you gonna play, and it automatically boosts that game up. And then when you got resume, the resume option kicks in and puts you right where you left off on your last stream. Come on now,
or
y'all
you
gotta
playing
see
on
the
your
plan.
stream deck or something. You just jump over.
Y'all gotta see the plan.
Hey man, you need to be on PR team. You doing too much work over here. Phil, hide these niggas.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm not be specifically like that. I'm just saying the possibilities are endless with AI.
Yeah.
And you playing the game and you need some assistance and you can rely on the AI to give you that assistance in the game.
Do you think Sony gonna fold? Because at this point, they done deal with the multiplayer. It's clear as day that they need that whole situation with Bungie has exposed a lot of shit. So do you think they're gonna try to go in the avenue of maybe possibility bringing out their Game Pass as a service situation with them? Because they need to go some other route at this point to draw back attention towards them, to be in my honest opinion. Because Final Fantasy ain't gonna cut it, and Spider-Man ain't it.
108 was good, Brody.
Especially seeing that we talking about they got to go through the whole year with literally no games at this point. And it's funny we saying that PlayStation ain't gonna have no games for the whole year.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Microsoft is in a very special, and they're gonna fight for this ABK deal no matter the cost.
Right.
Because getting them is worth the money, and over a long period, whatever they spend on lawyer, they're gonna recoup all that if the deal go through. They're not worrying about the money they losing now, because if they do what they need to do to get that thing pushed through, right, or put the UK in a position where they're not regulating on a global scale, that they only regulating within their market. And Microsoft is able to say, okay, since you're blocked us in the UK, because UK trying to block it on a global scale. They're trying to make that block global. But I think Microsoft is going to win on that, where the UK is only able to regulate within their own market. And if that's the case, Microsoft can carve them out, right? Microsoft can say, okay, we won't, ABK in terms of Game Pass and cloud won't operate your market. And then the deal go through. If the deal goes through, it outweighs the losses that Microsoft is taking right now trying to get the deal done, because we're looking at the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. We're not looking about now. The most PlayStation dudes, they're talking about the win now. Microsoft is setting up and building for the future where the game is about to go, not where it's at right now. And as a company, if you think from that perspective, that's how you win. So you look at it now, right? You got the Xbox Showcase that's coming up June 11th, right? What Phil already say that's ready? Hellblade 2, right? Forza Motorsport, and Starfield. Imagine getting Starfield, Forza Motorsport this year, and then getting Hellblade 2 at the end of this year. Then you go into next year with Avowed and whatever else they're going to announce. You get a release date for Fable or get some type of target date that is supposed to. You're seeing a pipeline for now all the way into 2024, possibly 2025, right?
The roadmap.
Right, the roadmap. The ABK deal goes through, right? And
you
now
have
you have
that.
COD, right? You have COD, and by the time 2024, 2025 come around, Sony marketing plan is no longer in existence. And from a console perspective, you no longer have to worry about regulators telling you what you can and can't do with the content from a console perspective, because there's no lessening of competition there. So even if you keep Call of Duty, right? Excluding the UK, let's exclude the UK. Even if you keep Call of Duty and do a Minecraft for Call of Duty, every other IP from Activision you can have exclusive to Game Pass on top of what you got with ZeniMax, Bethesda, and what you got. Man, y'all better quit playing. Y'all better quit. Man, the writing is on the wall. If this thing pans out how they want, man, PlayStation is in trouble.
Granted,
They in
they're
trouble now.
But
what's the but?
There needs to be no delays on y'all's end. Games actually got to come out.
Oh, it's definitely gonna come out.
That's
you go from 30 to damn near 40 some studios, right? You take the Call of Duty and make that his own studio. You get people that want to be there and that want to work on that game every 2 years. The other Activision studios, you free up and you allow them to work on what they want to work on.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I ain't got no argument off of that.
It's really ugly out here if you look at it. Oh, look, it's and you doing this in the process where Sony's saying, look, we're really not going to have no first party games until 2025. We got one coming out next year.
Okay, hold on. When did the PS5?
Wait. Hold on. Post
right?
correction. Spider-Man 2 is on track to come out this fall.
Oh fuck! So it might even come. Oh
Not-
yeah,
not-
I
it's
forgot
not
that this what
solidified
that shit said, didn't it?
I don't think
It
it's
said
coming out.
Spider-Man 2 is on track.
Wait.
Come out.
Wait.
Fall 2023.
Boston getting their ass whooped.
Oh yeah.
Is Boston really selling?
That's a change.
Like, bro.
They went from saying
We can
releasing
talk about
and
that later.
Wow, these motherfuckers really sold.
wait. That's they're saying they went from saying Spider-Man in the fall. I think people were saying September. Now it's on track to make the fall. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah, that's not a guarantee.
No, it's not.
That's a
On
that's
track
a
don't
target.
mean-
That's a target. That's not a definite.
I was about to say, yeah, on track just means like, hey, it might come out fall, or it might get pushed to the right. And if it ends up getting pushed to the right, that means possibly not even touching the winter months. So that means going into next year, that means PlayStation doesn't have a first party game coming out at all this year.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We finna switch topics a little bit. We're gonna get this shit off the screen. We don't need to talk about that dude no more. He already know what it is.
Oh shit.
This is what we're gonna do.
Uh,
It's Xbox from here on out. We got the Xbox showcase coming up.
yes, we do. I'm actually excited for this one. Because damn it, I gotta be excited for something.
What's your expectations?
Shit, my expectations, shoot. Really, hell, to see what's down the pipeline for y'all. To see updates on Forza Motorsport, to see updates on Hellblade, to possibly get some Avowed gameplay, to hear a little bit more about Everwild. You know, I mean, shoot, and to see what other surprises could possibly be coming up in the years coming.
What about you, Noah? Play?
I don't want to give no predictions, bro.
You want to
I
get no
want to be
predictions?
surprised. I want to be surprised.
Everybody's learning from that summer showcase.
That's my thing this year, though, bro. Like, we got into a habit of like just believing everything that people post on Twitter, and then start expecting to see the stuff, and then when we don't see it, we get disappointed. So I'm gonna save myself from that. I'm gonna let Microsoft show me the games. I'm staying away from like rumor mills and speculations and things like that.
Yeah, people have been all putting out all type of fake lists and all that.
Yeah, and then they get retweeted and shared like they ain't lied to you the last 5 years. Like, but that's just me though.
What about you, Play? You looking for Quake?
No.
He's always looking for Quake.
I'm not looking for that game.
Oh wow!
No, I'm done playing that game. It's the best FPS to me, but nah, they be over there loving the devil too much, bro. I ain't got time for that.
You said loving the devil?
Yeah. You know, I should take you through that game one day. All right. It's a lot of weird stuff in that game, bro.
Well,
you saying Quake is demonic?
Oh yeah.
All those games.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? Have you looked at it? Have you looked at the games id Software make, bro? You might want to check it out one day.
Quake's on Game Pass.
all those games post.
All them games like that.
Quake,
Doom,
all of
Quake,
it.
all of them
I'm about
like
to
that.
say, Doom was inspired by Quake.
No, it's the other way around.
Or was it the other way around? Yeah, Quake got inspired by Doom. That's what it was.
Yeah. But anyway, we can talk about that another time. Let me get it on the showcase. Hopefully, you know, every time I look at Ninja Theory Twitter, they still over here scanning stuff in, posting stuff. So that game ain't coming till 2029.
No.
So hopefully we see that game and it have a release date. I think we'll see Avowed, because we haven't seen Avowed in like ever.
Got announced.
We ain't never seen it. We only saw CGI.
Well, we saw CGI, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't seen the concept. I mean, we ain't heard from it. I think we'll see that game. I think we will see a bunch of Game Pass stuff. I really don't know. Like, I ain't been keeping up with it, bro, to be honest.
Well, I mean, shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sandbag because they dealing with this Activision crap. But I don't know, man. I don't have much faith in it, to be honest.
As long as it ain't like Kitty Cats of the Caribbean, we might be all right. Oh, I might be all right. I mean, sure, because I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, that Sony show was fucking embarrassing.
Wait.
Hey, I got a question for y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
The games that Sony showed, would it lighten the blow if those games were releasing day and date in PS Plus? Some of those indies and multiplats that they announced, what if they were day one in PS Plus? Do you think there would have been more excitement around the show?
Probably so.
Yeah.
I think it would have, because they would have been celebrating.
Hey, Thriller said, post up, you think Bungie might have a conflict of interest blocking other live service games so they're succeed?
Nope, that's what they there for.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an inside job. They fuck around and be like, look, guys, let's block everything Sony does. That way Destiny doesn't have competition. And motherfucking Marathon that's coming soon ain't got competition.
Boy, the shit y'all making up, man.
Surprised if it was a conspiracy with damn Bungie. Them some slimy some bitches, man. Hell, these the same. Look here, these the same motherfuckers here that goddamn charged for every damn thing under the sun during the dawning when they first came out. Like shoot, I don't trust Bungie with a 10-foot pole.
So you saying it's sabotage, Trey?
Yes.
No, sound like the ponies on Twitter.
These are
Who knows? I don't
bastards. You hear me?
I don't know if it was sabotage, but I will say this: I think upper management starting to play a hand into the decision making with PlayStation. I think they gave Jim Ryan an ultimatum too. Just like I said,
ain't he the
Satya
CEO?
Nadella gave Phil an ultimatum. You know,
ain't he Nadella? Sony? He's the CEO.
Basically,
Sony.
yeah. Well, he's
not a PlayStation.
He's CEO of PlayStation.
He's not CEO of Sony? I thought he was CEO of Sony.
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, the CEO of Sony is another guy.
Yeah, he got people he got to answer to.
Oh well, yeah.
But
CEO of Sony, man.
But like I was saying though, like Bungie don't report to him.
Nah, they report up to Sony.
Bungie don't report to him. So that it's speculation, but it's an estimated guess that Sony went over his head and like, yeah, we bought Bungie. We bought Bungie to do this and mandated that he utilizes Bungie.
Oh,
You know what
shit.
the problem
Maybe. Oh, that might just be be some shit.
I think when Nadella said, "Listen, Phil, we need a service independent of games to bring revenue in," and that's how you got Game Pass.
Yeah.
What Sony has done is reacted to all of this. They're trying to play catch up. They're like it's so piecemeal. Like if you go back and watch Microsoft from 2015 up to when they released Game Pass, it was stream to your Windows 10 device, play anywhere.
Yep.
And then Game Pass came that included the play anywhere. And then xCloud came that now you don't need to stream from your Windows 10 device anymore. You can just stream from the cloud. You see how all that fit together? What the heck are we getting from Sony? What we've gotten from Sony is PS Now is trash, number one. We don't believe Game Pass is sustainable for us. So we released this PS Plus crap, which has been trash, and we released it with 3 different tiers. Xbox got 2 tiers. One that includes PC and one that don't. Or one's PC on its own, Xbox on its own, or one that includes both that also includes the Gold subscription. Eat nice and easy. Games are not segmented like they are on Sony's service. So they have been very reactionary on the things they need to do to sustain themselves going forward.
When you say segmented, what are you saying?
So look at Game Pass offerings. You have, if you're on an Xbox, you're only concerned about the games on Xbox. If you're on PC, you can just get PC Game Pass. You're only concerned about the games on PC. If you have both an Xbox and a Windows 10 gaming PC, you can subscribe to Ultimate and benefit from both. So they don't. So they're not segmenting their user base. Wherever PlayStation Plus, what is it? 3 tiers. Those things are segmented.
Okay,
all the PlayStation. That's what I mean.
Talk that shit, play.
So
hey, look,
right.
Okay.
That's what I'm referring.
Yeah,
to.
that's the one thing. Don't get me wrong. It's great. I say my only gripe about Game Pass, quite honestly, my only gripe, and it's not even about the games that's on there. Honestly, I could give 2 shits. I mean, it is what it is at that point. My only gripe is that there's not a yearly subscription. Now there is a yearly subscription. Now, granted, there is, but it's like they don't offer it. You got to go, find it off of third parties and all that other shit like that. I would just like Xbox.
No, they offer you. Hey, it's just a certain way you gotta get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't a direct. It's not a direct way.
They don't want to do a direct.
Because I got a yearly subscription to Game Pass.
You won't get that $49.95 a month if you offer it directly. Because that's what they want.
Yeah, they want everybody on a monthly tier to constantly get money off of you.
I mean, you can get it for 3 years for about 110. We can talk about that later.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, I know. Right? The Teddy out here complaining for no reason.
Yes. Now, granted, PlayStation Plus with this whole and then not only that, let's say you're already like a yearly subscriber on PlayStation Plus. In order to upgrade, you actually have to pay that bitch right then and there, and then when it finally finishes out, you got to pay again. I don't like that shit at all.
You talking about what I don't like about PS Plus?
Yeah,
it's the whole tier. I get confused. I don't know. I'm not even subscribed to it anymore. But when I was, I didn't know what I had access to.
I mean,
if you're not in the top tier, you don't
got access to everything.
You get mad.
Essentials, you ain't got access to much of shit except what you was beforehand.
It's confusing, bro. It's not like Game Pass. If it's a Game Pass, I know I can play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm good.
So
if it's PS Plus, I don't know what tier I'm in, and I don't know what tier. I gotta be in to
Yep.
play this, and it's
Yep.
just confusing, bro.
And
I
that's
ain't,
what's
I
so
ain't
good.
trying to spend no
And that's
money.
what's so good about Game Pass, because whether you get the $10 or the $15 one, you get access to the same content. Now
Nah.
you might not get access to the PC stuff or the xCloud stuff, or even the multi being able to play the live Go shit. But you still get access to this and same content. And if you want the Gold with the cloud and the PC and everything else that comes along with it, you can just move up for $5 more. In
Yep.
terms of PlayStation, that shit is sick. You got certain games that be on premium, certain games be on the second game tier.
To be on extra. Yeah.
Then some then if you're on the lower tier, you don't got access to stuff that's on it like that.
Yep.
That shit's
Like
weird.
like me personally, like I like, for example, premium's like $150 for the year.
The Heat
I'm
are
not
going to the
gonna
finals.
pay. The way I look at it is,
Yeah, no.
I'm not about to pay $150 goddamn dollars. I already paid 120 something on Amazon Prime. I'm just not doing that. I really ain't. Like, for example, with Game Pass Ultimate, I can go for the year for like, what is it? What is it, like
180.
49?
Oh, with Game Pass Ultimate? You
Yeah,
can go for
Game Pass
49 for the
Ultimate. If
year?
you get like one of them year cards, if you find it, what is it
I
like?
ain't never seen a year card.
I
before.
can get it. I can get a year for low as 90, but me and my brother, we split it.
Yeah.
So I
But
ended up
yeah,
paying like
see,
45.
I can deal with that. 90, I'm cool with that.
Teddy,
I
how
like-
much you paying for Game Pass Ultimate right now?
How much am I paying for it?
Yeah.
$15 a month.
All right, Teddy, we need to talk after this.
Yeah, bro.
we
We
need
got
talk.
you, Teddy.
We
We gonna
need
make
talk.
you gonna
We
love
need
Game
talk.
Pass even
All
more,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to talk after this.
Yeah,
You really love Game Pass.
I just paid my little $15. What is it? $15.89, I think, through PayPal. I paid my $15.89 through PayPal, and I keep it moving.
Teddy,
Yeah, we need to talk to you, Teddy. All right.
Teddy,
we need to talk
I don't
to
know
you,
what you've been doing, Teddy.
I've been looking for the damn yearly shit.
Teddy. Yeah, we need to talk to you, Teddy.
180 a year? I don't know. Who said it's 180 a year?
That's about, if you 15 times 12, that's
15
about
times
180. Yeah, it's about 180.
Damn. Shit.
Yeah, that's why we need to talk to you, Teddy. All right.
It's like $30 more than fucking, what you call it? Yeah, okay. I see.
You tweaking, Teddy. Let me see here.
But,
Let me
but,
find-
but hell, in all honesty, I feel like I'm getting a better deal with Game Pass than I am even with PlayStation Plus.
Well,
and I think it's because of the whole day and date games that come through there. I'll be dead honest. The whole day and date games. So that shit kind of makes a difference. You can play goddamn Xbox.
Oh, I forgot. You do get EA Play.
And
Lover got it here mentioning you do get EA Play. I forgot you get that with Game Pass.
Now, if
Ultimate.
Ubisoft would have played ball and let us get that Ubisoft Plus along with Game Pass, hey,
You also get
that would have been clutch as shit too.
You also
Shout
get
out to
free
Lover
perks
God in
and
the chat. Yeah, I forgot about that.
you get discount on movies and free perks and all type of stuff.
Yeah, and then not only that, because you get EA Play, you get the discounts.
The 20%.
Yep, on the games too. Yeah, you get
20% off on games.
You get 10% off of their DLC. I think I don't know what the games are. I'm talking about the EA games.
Oh yeah, the EA games. Yeah, EA games. I think it's 10%.
It's 10%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10% on EA games.
Game Pass.
But I mean, shoot, let's face facts. With the PlayStation Plus one, if you even get the high tier model, you don't even get EA Play. You don't even get EA Play along with it.
You ain't got no online games to play.
That too. Unless you get your 2Ks, your Call of Duty, Street Fighters, whatever it is.
You know what shocks me though is how many people all of a sudden no longer want to play factions too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I ain't played that shit in the first place.
I didn't want to play that. They about to make a whole nother single player experience. They probably at the beginning. That thing probably on the sketchbook right now. That's crazy.
No, I can't put that on the screen. I'll be giving a code away. Hold on, let me see if I go to my order.
Code away, Lord.
Yeah, I would say this is how it is. So you actually, I'm gonna just do this. So you actually save about a good 80 some bucks after tax. I could show this. I'm finna show Teddy.
Is that your house, my love?
if we give Teddy the plug,
My bad.
This dude Bello. Oh my goodness, bro.
switch it up on us, my bad.
Oh,
This dude
snap.
Bello, bro, over here wilding, bro.
Okay, so
Open
Teddy,
my phone.
this is how it looks.
Okay.
You got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, 12 months, digital code, $90.
And those are
And then with tax, well, I'm in Chicago, so you know it's
yeah, like
Yeah,
They
24.
charging you broke Negroes out there. in
me.
Chicago.
me
So
hell,
that's $99. So I say like, you know,
on tax.
you feel me?
Yeah.
And then I get it for 12 months. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
So you know,
Charging for Ziploc bags, grocery bags, all that stuff out there. In
so
Chicago,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? So,
They do that shit over here too. They charge for goddamn
I don't be dealing with that, bro. What's going on out there?
that shit wrong as hell. They over there charging people for grocery bags.
what, in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah.
I come out there, I try to buy
They
me
be
some
like-
cough drops. They like, do you have your own bag? Or we have to charge you 5 cents for this plastic. I'm like,
Yeah, boy, you go in the grocery store, they be like, how many bags you want?
oh my goodness.
And then they go tax you. Some stores charge like 12 cents or 7 cents.
Exactly.
It
Y'all
depends.
y'all got Netflix taxes out there and stuff, bro. I
One
can't.
lady, I think I
be
went
living
into
there,
a
bro.
Walmart and I got like those Airhead bites. I got like the big bag of them. Lady comes in there, she's like, "Sir, do you need a bag?" I'm like, "Lady, I can carry this out with my hand. I'm good." She's like, "Well, sir, you sure you don't need a bag?" I'm like, "I'm positive. I'm not paying 10 cents. I'm not paying 10 cents. I'm good. Y'all take it easy. Just get my
Act
receipt
like
so I can show the lady at the front."
whole of Chicago act like it's Aldi's, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, hell, Aldi's wasn't even that bad when it came down to that. All you had to do, you had to just put the quarter in the little buggy. Now that one right there, I didn't like. You had to put a quarter in the damn buggy just to get it. But I mean, you got it back at the
Bro,
end.
we even had a sugar tax at one point, my nigga.
Bro, they tax y'all for everything, bro. They probably tax y'all to breathe out there in Chicago, bro.
Hell, they got like what is it? Y'all got a hotel tax. I know
They got a
for fact.
Netflix
Everybody got that,
tax.
but
Netflix
they got a
costs more
travel
there. Like,
tax
bro,
over there.
like what's going on out there, Post?
Bro,
They got an alcohol tax.
I remember.
out there.
I remember. I think this lady. I was up at the DMV when I was getting my license and stuff in order, and she came from out of town. I forgot what state she was coming from, but they. She was kind of pissed. Like she was like, "What's going on? Why they charge for everything? You gotta have a license plate sticker. Then you got to have a car sticker, and then you gotta renew those every year." And she said, "You know where I come from, we buy our license, we get our license, and stuff, and that's it. We don't have to pay no additional fees, none of that. It's just a one-time buy, and that's it. But up here, they're just constantly charging." She wasn't used to it, but yeah, man, Chicago. Man.
I think does Texas charge for fucking registration every fucking year?
Shoot, Texas, they don't even charge tax. They only charge state tax in Texas.
No. They don't do state tax at all in Texas. I'm trying to remember. Did we always have to buy?
Did you guys know that taxes were only invented to supply World War I and II, and was never meant to be a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, until it was a thing.
Until they realized
it became a thing when they found out all that money they can get from it.
Yep. Just like we pay income tax, but really we don't.
Hell, they thought
you pay income tax and outgoing tax.
Yeah, but we really don't make income. We make salary and wages. We don't make income.
It's the same. It's the same reason why they funded the women's rights movement to get their.
All right, now take care.
So we can tax 100% of the economy instead of the 50% when we was only taxing men.
We can't get that far on the weeds, man.
Yeah, we way off.
We ain't gonna go there. Yeah, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. We'll do that. We'll make a whole other show for talks like that. But you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them Miami Heat,
Shout out
man.
to Runaway Dragon.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, my classes in June, I think June 5th is when I take my final test for my classes. Once I do that, I am going to.
Oh, you gonna be certified gray hat?
Dang, I think Post got kicked.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Once I do that after my class, once I do that, I am going to start getting invitations out podcasters who had me on a platform, who supported me on their platform, and who come over here and support. So 108 Dragon and his crew, we're gonna get them on this summer. In the next couple of weeks, We Bleed Green. I'm trying to reach out to Web, a host of plethora of people, bro, to get them on the show. And then we definitely gonna entertain, man. It's about that time. But my cybersecurity class in like June 5th.
Oh, you about to be certified gray hat?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
bro,
yeah, but
right.
after
You
that,
on the
I'm
list.
definitely we gonna go crazy with the guests. We're gonna go crazy with the guests because it is about supporting each other. It is about helping each other build and expand and things like that. And so y'all better get ready because we finna have some guests on it, and it's probably gonna be some people y'all ain't even expect. You know what I'm saying? On a platform that's gonna be on the platform. Everborn, Asante. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole plethora of people that I want to get on the platform and that wants to be on the platform. So yeah, so after June 5th, after I take this final exam, it is on and popping, and we're gonna start cooking and get to work. As my brother 103 Drake. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 108 Dragon, man. Good dude, positive dude. Love gaming. Have a great channel. If y'all don't know, man, please, if you're in the chat, you guys love a great Xbox channel that has great content. Please subscribe to 108 Dragon TV, man. Him and the squad over there does great content. He's always up with the latest gadgets. Not just up with them, he's always buying the latest gadgets. This motherfucker got him over. This motherfucker got everything. I'll be like, where he get that from? The little microphone that did my phone stand that goes to this and get to and that. And then y'all know the ROG Ally is coming out, the ROG Ally, the handhelds coming out. Best believe he got that. Pretty much damn near all the accessories to it. So y'all definitely want to be subscribed to his channel when he give y'all a hands-on preview and break that whole situation down for y'all, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Asus is next, bro. And he done got every damn piece of thing that go to it, and the thing ain't even out. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to 108, bro. And y'all, yeah, like I said, make sure y'all support the bro. He got a great Xbox centric platform over there, man, and they do great content, man.
Aces ROG next.
Yes, sir. He did
What, is he
already
making his PC?
The Asus ROG is the handheld joint.
Oh, he talking about the handheld.
He got the Steam Deck. He got that. He be buying all the stuff, man. And then he do reviews and stuff.
I totally forgot about the handheld. I thought
he do reviews and stuff on it. He do reviews and stuff on it. Give you breakdowns and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, dope channel, and he's in a very Xbox centric channel, bro. You want to talk Xbox? They talking Xbox over there. They don't take no shit. He talk the facts. You feel me? Yeah, man. So yeah, it's about supporting each other and building with each other. But yeah, we definitely gonna get him on the platform. Him and his squad on the platform, and we're gonna have a great week, especially leading up to and it's good because especially leading up to the Xbox showcase. You know what I'm saying? To have like Xbox centric shows with Xbox people who love the community, who love the ecosystem and everything. So we definitely about to get to it.
I say you gonna have to get David in here.
Miami Heat won.
Hey, Facts TV, what's good? TVCW Phenom.
Good,
Ain't seen you in a minute, man. I hope everything good with you and the fam, brother.
Post before we close out.
Okay, well, before we close out, what are we doing?
Are we to expect to hear something tomorrow or the day after about this AB case? Something official, or is that
well? What's the name is tomorrow?
What's that?
Hold on, let me bring this up. Before we go out, yeah, I could give y'all something on that, man.
It was an update, bro.
There's been some crazy shit going on with that shit,
thirsty.
man.
We thirsty. We need to know what's going on. This holiday seems like forever, bro. What we missing?
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me see here.
Hey, I will tell y'all this though, boy. If you got it, get you Adobe Atmos surround sound and hook that jank up to the Xbox. My lord, my lord, my lord.
Oh hell,
bro.
I got a Adobe Apple sound.
Gaming is different with surround sound,
Yeah.
bro.
Whole different ball game.
Yo, don't people? It sound like people in your house, bro.
Look, let me tell you. I could have told you that, bro. Even with the Xbox headsets.
Yeah.
Man, crazy.
Yeah. But no, you get them like the real speed like this. I had the headset, the Atmos straight, the Atmos headset straight. I didn't get what you're talking about, Post, but no, when you get like a real sound bar.
Oh yeah, it's different. Yeah. Yeah, I got the I got an OLED in the front with a sound bar hooked up to it with a subwoofer.
Yeah.
And my lady, she can't handle it. She can. I'm talking about that shit be vibrating the floors and the walls and shit. I mean, that shit is like that shit loud, bro. That's
loud.
You know what I'm saying?
But then the ambiance, bro. The ambiance is crazy, bro. You hear like let's say like there's birds in the background, bro. You can hear the birds chirping. You might think like a baby's crying in the other room because like depending on what game you playing, like bro, the sound is crazy, bro. Like we really be down for some different directions.
Yeah, and so when you hear stuff in, especially if something is mixed in surround sound, now new with audio is that engineers are learning to mix in Dolby Atmos.
But the difference with Atmos is, so with the old surround sound, you mix channels like left, right, front, behind. Now, what the difference with Atmos is it's object based. So the Atmos is doing the configuring, where the object's position. Where like, the old school surround sound, when you mix, you just have this sound come from this speaker. So Atmos hit different, bro. And it's the real deal, bro. And plus you can hear above you too, like
you can hear, man, above you, corners. You can actually understand where objects are placed in the room based on their sound, or where the sound is coming from.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, let me close this out. Tomorrow, the Competition Appeal Tribunal. I wouldn't say the appeal started then. I wouldn't say the appeal. The appeal is already beginning, but tomorrow we're going to get kind of a layout on the set date and time that of the whole appeal process. What day and time that certain things are going to take place, as well as how long this process is going to be. So we should get an update tomorrow, probably sometime in the morning, by 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. If I might be up the rest of the night. Now that you say something, though, because I wasn't even really thinking about it. It's just some other things that have been blowing me lately. But tomorrow is going to be a good day because we're going to see the CAT going to give their breakdown of the whole appeal process, the layout of it, and the time that everything is going to take place and things like that. So it should be an interesting day for us tomorrow and the rest of this week, because we might be talking about this for the rest of the week. Let me see here.
We got Summer Game Fest next week, and then the showcase.
Summer Game Fest next week on the 8th, which is around the corner. My daughter's birthday is Wednesday, so
happy birthday.
She be making me she be telling me like I didn't forget or something. You know what I'm saying? My birthday coming up. I say
yeah. I'm pretty sure I made you that day.
You feel me? You gotta tell me. You know what I'm saying? I know what I was doing.
I've been paying ever since.
I know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ride me. I know what it took to make you. You feel me? what I'm saying? So yeah, let me see here. Let me see here.
Oh man.
So it's a case management conference, and so they're gonna. It's a case management conference, and pretty much, like I said, they're probably gonna lay out that. We're probably gonna get probably a good view on the process of when certain dates things are gonna take place, and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be good for the rest of this week.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm about to. Well, before we call it, man, I just want to say I'm more excited for the games that PlayStation didn't show.
This motherfucker.
Good night.
Hey man, we want to thank y'all for showing up and showing out, tuning in and supporting the platform. Always a pleasure to have Teddy and Play and everybody on the show and us have a good, clear, clean conversation about gaming. I'm gonna get back to Harry Potter after I sign off because I want to be a wizard now after playing this Harry Potter, man. Somebody send me a little magic wand or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to learn some magics, man. I want to make some shit float, man. I want to go inside walls and fly in secret rooms and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to, I feel like I am a wizard playing this motherfucking game. Why y'all didn't tell me this game was this fun and fire? And then the story so far is dope.
What I tried to tell you?
Huh?
What I tried to tell you?
You know, saying I was
It definitely wasn't me.
I was taking, and I want to stay on the main mission, but I want to do the side missions. I want to go through the little houses and mansions and Ravioso and you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I want to go make some shit prepared. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. Hey, thank y'all for joining in, man, showing up and showing out, man. We're gonna catch y'all on another day, man. As information and new stuff come out this week, we're gonna go live, man. And then after these classes, I'm trying to go live damn near every day if I can, man. After these classes are over. So let's get it. Y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying? There's always love. Y'all be up now. Let's go.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
Talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
Talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
Street dreamer, hood demeanor without the beam or the beamer. Flexing in the arena, John Cena, Muhammad Ali. Clash is crazy the way I sway from the clinkers. Fresher than the cleaners. Never trust a chick and I mean it, but in the bed she a demon. A wizard with the balls, no arenas. Put a genius on my penis. Clear a nigga thinking. Foot to the gravel, this the road less travel. Was ownership over money, y'all money in the barrel. Dummies in the barrel, shooting dummies from the barrel. See the sand point up? You stuck on the lights to notice in this scenario. Please follow the arrow. You niggas don't move me or improve me. Ignorance is the new cool now, you can lose me. Yeah, I'm original. What's up with all these auto copies? Borrow bar shit on niggas. Mr. Porter Potty, don't become on first 48. We don't report bodies, we abort in court for hobbies. From the basement to the lobby to the penthouse. You niggas get sent off, my niggas get sent out. Running through checks while you niggas getting checked out. Why you niggas getting checked out? If you don't know where your bitch been, don't try to kiss that. Cause 9 out of 10, I probably been with that. Big dude, big Jews, minus the 6 packs. Still move like them little dudes whenever